AITA for telling everyone how mother-in-law acted at our wedding? I, 26F, got married to Jack, 26M, in August. We have been together since we were 15. Jack and I decided to have an immediate family-only wedding. It was extremely small, my dad and brother, his parents and sister/husband. My dad paid for everything. Mother-in-law/father-in-law asked if they can stay with us the week of the wedding, we say sure. They show up and they brought mother-in-law, sister, husband and niece, 14. The 5 of them are in the entry of the house and expect to stay with us this week. I'm annoyed, especially since they weren't invited. But I say nothing. My mother-in-law walks right past me, then turns to me and asks if we invited Jack's cousin, we will call her Jane. I tell her no, we just invited you guys and my family. The reason Jane is not invited is because she's drama, wore white to Jack's sister's wedding and made a scene. The day before the wedding, I get up and notice my car is missing. I had last-minute things to get. Turns our mother-in-law helped herself to it, so she can go shopping at the mall. I call Jack, he calls his mom, she returns the car 4 hours later. The mall is 15 minutes away from our house. I was able to get everything I needed and head home. When I get home, Jack pulls me aside and tells me my mother-in-law yelled at him for having a camera in the house. We have a camera facing the back door, we check it to make sure the dogs aren't outside and it's locked. Either way, it's not hidden and it's our home. To me that was sus, so I check the footage and hear how mother-in-law/aunt are absolutely berating me and our house. I show it to Jack and he says to say nothing. The day of the wedding arrives, my mother-in-law opens our bedroom door asking for an iron, I go grab one for her. I close the door and start getting ready. I have a picture of my mom, passed away, next to the mirror and I'm just in my head about it all. Then my mother-in-law opens the door and asks for an ironing curler, I get her one. I close the door and lock it. I call my dad to linger outside the door. The limo arrives to pick me and my husband to bring us to the church. Before I get out the door, mother-in-law, father-in-law, aunt, uncle, niece get in the limo and open the special bottle that my dad kept from his wedding. So now it's me, Jack and all his family in the limo on the way to church. Like a clown car. They drink the whole bottle which I wanted to share with my dad and brother. At the reception, Jack and I catch my mother-in-law going through the wedding envelopes to see what everyone gave. She is pulling money out and telling Jack his sister is cheap. Again, I say nothing. The last straw was when I looked around and mother-in-law/aunt were missing. I find them hiding calling Jane, who didn't even know about the wedding, to tell her she wasn't invited. Lastly, I got my photos back from our photographer. Aunt/mother-in-law/uncle are doing the peace sign behind our heads in every group picture. I've told my friends what happened because it bothers me. But my husband is I am wrong. What do you think?